My name is Norman Snider. I'm a screenwriter and author. I primarily write screenplays, which, as well as being blueprints for a movie, I regard as just a piece of writing like any other piece of writing. I take a certain amount of care with the prose of a screenplay in the same way you would take care with the prose of a piece of fiction or any other sort of writing. It's great for me to have Exile as a print outlet for what I do. In the case of Casino Jack, it was great to see part of Bagman, as it then was, actually in print. I know it's hard to trace one's development as a writer, but in the last few years, just maybe because I've been doing it for a long time, I feel more confident about writing fictional characters. What I've mostly been known for as a screenwriter is doing real life characters, real life stories, and that was fine with me because I find real life in most instances more interesting than fiction. But I feel confident enough about my storytelling now that I feel like venturing into the more imaginative areas of storytelling. I know, I think as a writer of fiction, I'm pretty traditional. I'm just trying to tell a story that exemplifies character and setting. The story that's called The Real Thing, about an encounter between an actor, a Canadian actor who's made it in Hollywood, and somebody he's kind of, who's instrumental in his career, who's kind of fallen on hard days. I was trying to deal with issues of success and failure, and issues of success and failure in Toronto and in Canada, where sometimes, as is pretty notorious, success is resented, and this was kind of exploring that particular theme. And of late in Toronto, anyhow, in the last 10 or 15 years, there's been so-called Hollywood North and the phenomena of American films that are made in Toronto, and all kinds of strange and colorful events happen behind the scenes of these films, and which I haven't seen in Canadian fiction, and which I was endeavoring to capture in that particular short story. Well, fiction is more inward. The art of the screenplay is to deliver the psychology of the characters by their behavior and the dialogue. The novel, much more, is an arena for inner thoughts. So making the transition from screenwriting to fiction, you have to pay much more attention to the inner voices of the characters. And I almost don't, at this point, hardly differentiate between fiction and screenwriting. One, the dialogue is in quotes, and the other, the dialogue is in, dramatic form. And I think with a lot of authors these days, in fiction, they're very much influenced by the cinema, and have been for That's been an occurrence since, I guess, the 20s or 30s. So to me, it's all writing, and whether you do it in one form or another, I don't know, maybe it's the mood you're in.